Real estate inside of urban areas is expensive. That's why towers and skyscrapers are so effective in high density areas. Whether you go to Hong Kong or Los Angeles, you will see them. So it's important that you know how to build them in Minecraft too. I'll admit, I'm not a pro. In fact, I'd say I'm only an amateur when it comes to building in Minecraft. But I can share a few tips to help you improve your skyscrapers. One of the major downfalls that I see when it comes to building things in Minecraft is not planning before you build. People hop straight into placing blocks before they have an idea of what the skyscraper will look like. Your tower needs to fit in with the location as well as look realistic. A good way of getting this right is by having a map that you can use. For Java, use Dynamap, and for Bedrock, use Unmined. Links are in the description. But the first and arguably the most important step of planning is to work out your dimensions. This will make your skyscraper look perfect from the very beginning. The best way to find how big your building needs to be is to look at its surroundings. You don't want to put the tallest building in your city in an area of low-rise buildings, as this will make it stick out like a sore thumb. For example, in London you have areas of low to mid-rise buildings, such as Mayfair, and then over at Canada Square you will see lots of the tall skyscrapers. This isn't just an accident, this is a result of carefully planned buildings with the right dimensions. So for example, if we come over to this building over here, you will see that it's got the right dimensions at the base so that it can fit all these windows in at the bottom. It's got the right dimensions so that we can fit the shear wall, which is just a concrete wall that goes all the way up. And it's also got the right dimensions so that I can fit what I'd like to put inside of it. And just so you know, this building is 55 blocks by 55 blocks. Probably the most obvious part of the tower is the design. This is what everyone sees on the outside of the skyscraper, and it is what can determine if it looks good or if it's rubbish. So making sure you get this bit right is imperative. If you want to find out how to build the basics of a skyscraper, go and watch this video in the top right hand side of the screen right now. But once you've got the main frame of the building, you must design a facade, which is just a fancy word for the decorative outer layer of a building. The best and only tip you need to do successfully is to use a free resource called Google Maps. If you're looking to build a European style skyscraper, just look at facade designs from places like Berlin and Paris, and of course the same goes for an American style tower. Using certain colour palettes for areas of your city can also enhance your city as a whole. Also, don't make every building iconic. A city full of Empire State buildings and CN towers will look very odd. Add so-called filler buildings that are basic and just fill in an area to make it look dense. And finally, to top off your skyscraper, you must add detail. This includes things like HVAC equipment, which stands for heating, ventilation and air conditioning, greenery, adding small details to the building and adding interior. Let's start with HVAC. Every building has this, and without it, the people in the building will suffer greatly, so it's vital to add it. This could be just randomly placing blocks that look somewhat like they do something, or of course if you're that intricate you can make sure that your HVAC is perfectly designed to work at its maximum efficiency. But I stick to the first option personally. Look here for example, I have no idea what's going on, but it looks decent so I'll go with it. Adding greenery makes everyone happier. Studies show that people are far happier in urban areas with plenty of trees and shrubs than a place without. Therefore, you should add it to yours. This could just be adding some plant pots and leaves every now and again, or it could be building huge custom trees. To be honest, just do whatever will make your city look the best. I use a tree grid world that I import my trees from. I'm not that good at building them myself. Adding final details to your building here and there can make your city look properly refined. This could involve making the first and last floors of your skyscraper slightly different from the rest, or you could just add some vertical glass panes going up the side of the building. And lastly, I fully recommend building an interior. I know it may take a long time and be boring, but it definitely makes the tower look 100% complete and professional. It also gives you more to show people when you give them a tour. Whatever way it may benefit you, it's always a good thing to build them and you won't regret it. But anyways, thank you for watching and I hope this helped you lots. If it did, please make sure you like the video, subscribe and turn on notifications. See you in the next one.